Hi people! The most important pre the Burning Crusade farm, that's a pretty daring thing to say, but since leatherworking was the best profession for DPS back in the Burning Crusade, and you need to level it from 1 to 300 before you get to the Outland part, leather from Azeroth is going to be very important. Leveling up leatherworking might be one of the most important preparations you can do as a DPS before the Burning Crusade launches. If you look up a guide for the Burning Crusade leatherworking, you'll see how several hundreds of the Azeroth leathers are required, so there will be big demands. Regardless of whether you want to earn gold from skinning as the prices of leathers will start increasing, or if you want to grab the leather yourself to level working, this guide will be very helpful. As much as possible, I'll try to avoid outdoor farming. Partly because there is other players, but also because there is another faction that might be interested in ganking you. I feel that I've been able to find a very efficient route almost entirely inside dungeons, so let's get into it. As you've noticed, the first 75 skill points will be done in Elven Forest at any of the farms. This is the only section done entirely outside of a dungeon. There are a number of boar spawns on each farm, and when too few boars are alive, another one will be forced respawned. So, you can grind out the beasts very fast here. In about 10 minutes I had gotten skinning from 1 to 75. You can probably be around 10 people per farm or so as well. Once at 75 skill, make sure to train the next rank of skinning before the next part of the guide. Next up, it's time for the Wailing Caverns. While making your way inside the dungeon, kill a few mobs and level skinning 5 points up to 80. Once inside, grab all the raptors in the first big cavern and then AoE them down. Loot everything and skin everything. You can also save the greens and blues and disenchant them if you have enchanting. This section is also very fast. Don't forget to learn the next rank of skinning before the next step. If you aren't playing a small character like a female undead or a gnome or something like that, I'd recommend you to fly down to Gadgetzan and buy a stack of Nuggenfugger. It will be helpful for this part. Head inside Razorfang Kraul and jump down into the ravine. Pull all the boars until you reach this particular vine. AoE down the boars, loot and skin them. Next you're gonna jump and run like I'm doing right now. Once you made your way up, run to the bats, run past them and then pull all of them back. Right at the entrance to the cave, you have a place where you can juggle them. AoE them down, loot, skin, and then run out. In about 2 runs or so, you should have gathered enough skill to move on to the next part. Make sure to learn the artisan rank before moving on. As of now, it's time to move over to Uldaman. There are 30 scorpions at level 35 to 36 and 10 scorpions at level 42 to 43. All of these are in packs of 10 and all of them are non-elites. There are also maybe 15 elite beasts that you can pull an AoE down for more skinning if you want to, but some of them can however reflect spells and do a big AoE silence for 8 seconds. But the elite also have a high chance to give double leathers once skinned. The best way to enter Uldaman is via the back door. It's faster to get to the instance that way, and you get to the packs faster as well. Also, there is a chest spawn at the pack by the enchanting trainer. Here you want to stay for quite a while, preferably as high as possible. There is an outdoor option at around 250, but that's outdoor. I'll get to it in a minute. You will need 290 in skinning before going to the next farm. If you get the +5 skinning enchanted gloves, then you only need 285s. finally, it's time for the last farm. Up until this point, pretty much all classes have been able to do the farms, but this one is pretty much mage only. At this point, it's a good idea to get the +5 skinning enchant. You want to get to 290 by any means possible, as that allows you to start skinning the dogs in Dire Maul North, which will take you to 300 and skinning. You can either just get some of the dogs outside of Dire Maul North, or you can go to the Yeti Cave in the Twin Colossal area of Feralas, that's the northwest part. And so, this is the fastest way that I found to level skinning from 1 to 300 in Classic WoW, and it's also the best way to farm the different kinds of leathers. I hope you've enjoyed and that this will help you. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you should feel like giving a little something, you can do so over at PayPal, a link in the description. Anyway, this was all from me for now. I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, see ya!